Hi everyone, welcome to your first personalized FastPD. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. How to find and use free to use and share images and icons on the internet. First, you need to think and understand this. Yes, things on the internet are not just there for the taking. This is a really important concept that we need to pass on to our students. And ask yourself this, and get your students to think about this. If they came into any of these places, would they just help themselves to the images or to the art? Of course they wouldn't. So how do we make sure we are using images fairly? Well, we need to understand these two things: usage rights as well as Creative Commons licenses. These are the four different kinds of usage rights you might encounter: labeled for reuse, labeled for reuse with modification, labeled for non-commercial reuse, and labeled for non-commercial reuse with modification. You also will encounter Creative Commons licenses. Please click the link at the end of this FastPD and read up more on Creative Commons licenses. However, you do need to be familiar with them because Google has changed the way they work their Google image search. No longer do the search filters contain usage rights, they contain Creative Commons licenses. So let's look at what those mean in connection with usage rights. So we can start with labeled for reuse. This is simply an image or content that can be used with attribution to the creator. The Creative Commons license is called Attribution, No Derivatives. We have labeled for use with modification. An image can be used and altered with attribution to the creator. This is the Creative Commons license, Attribution. Labeled for non-commercial reuse. The image or content can be used in projects that do not create revenue for the user, and attribution is given to the creator. The Creative Commons license is called Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives. And then we have labeled for non-commercial reuse with modification. This means that as long as you're not making money, you can modify and use the content or image as long as you give credit to the creator. The Creative Commons license is called Attribution Non-Commercial Share Alike. All right, so now that we've looked at usage rights and how they connect a little bit with Creative Commons licenses, you can stop this video and answer a few questions about what you have just learned. Then please go on to part 2. Thanks for listening.